Doop. Got streaming. Starting the stream. Ow. I don't know, turn this down. I know it's not peaking on y'all's, but but hey, you know what? The last time I played in Walker, a week ago. Um I thought about like sitting back starting this stream off with like the live letter. Holy fucking shit, no one's playing. I thought about starting this off with a live letter and be like, hey, let's go over what happened in the live letter. And I kind of went, like, I was up at 6 a.m. last night, just right before I went to bed. I'm like, no, there isn't much here. They showed us a few photographs and they kind of outlined when it's happening, which is next month, mid-April. That's fine. It's like, hey, here's what the patch is called. You know, it's called Newfound Adventures. I'm like, okay, cool. But anyways, the plans for tonight is I want to finish up Hildebrand. And that will be pretty much all I want to do with 14 for tonight. We'll deal with like more adventures with Hildebrand next week. But I want to finish this. And then I kind of want to go back to Pokemon. Because we did all that stuff yesterday on Pokemon, and what ended up happening was I did capture those fucking Pokemon. I captured Tornadoes and Thundurus. And I did complete their Pokedex entries, and then I did it for everything else, and there's only like 3 Pokemon left. And a couple of requests, so I almost didn't want to play this tonight. I'm like, no, I need to finish up Hildebrand. And I do want to at least finish up Hildebrand sometime before the 6.15. So we're gonna at least have another month of 14. Funnily enough. Ellie would like to show you the shocking turn of events in the Phantom Thief case. I was wondering when you show up, Theresa. I hope that you haven't made any plans for the day because we got a situation on our hands. Remember my good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems they decided to branch from burglary to cold-blooded murder. If the rumors would believe, he claimed the victims already, all influential members of Uldan's society. Mr. Many Faces had been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 courses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Now that you hear me complaining, no, the only thing my readers like more than good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mithril Eye's been selling like Pound's cakes. Pound's cakes? Pound cakes? The only rub is left for me no time to look into the thief's last message. Till now, that is. Shall we, Theresa? The hidden treasure of Uldal, was it? If there's anyone who can shed the light to this, you know who, to Sun Silk Tapestries. Wait. Aetherite Paul. Oh, weird dear guy. Probably him. Ba 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 ba. Oh, Wyman. Well now, I've been my favorite adventurer and my favorite Mythal Eye reporter along with her. Tell me, what have you done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? As I see as much like to help 2 lovely ladies, I'm afraid you found old Wyman at a loss. Although has more of his fair share of treasures hidden otherwise, I reckon an offended friend could be just about after any of them. I can tell you this much, whatever the thief got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan sworn in a tight dither. Word is that they formed the regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. Sultan sworn I'd like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only we got. Come on, Theresa. Today it's time we played a visit to the heart of the sworn. Boy, hold up there, Ellie. I'm generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourself involved with this. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie. A fine one at that. Don't put your pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play hero. Oh, I forgot about... Ellie. Ellie. Concerned attention, but I assure you, I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is much more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Theresa. Time is of the essence. And where's that? God. Oh, that's the... Yeah, okay. At very least, I can just go here. Oh, whoops. Ethernet. Alchemy Guild. Where the hell is she? Oh, there. Halt, only authorized personnel allowed in. And that all bugging me with a broadsword is the Gentleman of Light's adventuring companion and that catty but acute reporter from the Mythril Eye. Well, well, if it isn't self-styled warrior of light. Tell me, what tells do you spin to the Sultan's recruiter to land yourself in this position? Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing the Gentleman of Light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me. Give me his drinking water. Move me. The depths of my soul. Like, I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildebrand. The Sultan's throne, were impressed by my commitment and my sword arm, so they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me that you've come to aid Master Hildebrand in his investigation, haven't you? Or why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I can do to help two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best, and something of a history buff, it seems. When she heard the thief was targeting 4 relics of Beldia, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mythril Eye. As you may have heard, we've reached an Fantasy Thief case. I would appreciate any information that may shed light on the event. Pleasure in mind, if not mistaken, that would make you a companion friend here, the one Theresa Wormhelm, yes? Yep. You know her? Any regular reader of the Mythril Eye would, I must confess, to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist the investigation. Doubtless the Inspector, too, will also be a welcoming hand. Oh, that's Brian. The Sultan Sworn, the elite of Uldah's elite. I can only hope to prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Briarden, always one step ahead of us. Miss Ellie, Theresa, a moment if you would. Right there. Very good. Now face me and don't move an ilm. Inspector? What is in your... Demasking dust, a form of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind the Vesper Bay, I was able to identify the composition and synthesize a counter-agent that would dissolve the disguise, whilst leaving the weather face intact. In any event, it appears the two of you are indeed who you appear to be. Really, Inspector, the Fantasy pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time. I fear that would be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are extremely rare. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan's throne at our... Sorry, I got distracted by the glitch. Even with the entire resources of the Sultan's throne at the disposal, we'll only be able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Ul'dah, the last of the 4 lost relics of Bella Dia? Fear not. I've pored over the histories time and time again, but they only mention these 4 relics as vague reference to an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope faces despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in their righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one possessed by the 4 Beladian heroes, but it makes no mention of their appearance or nature. 3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times he has fooled us by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only pay for the fiend's strength. All artifacts of Beladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault. The regiment are finally assigned us protection. I furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. The blackguard will be in chains before, the blackguard will be in chains before he lays a dirty hand in the vault doors, let alone the treasure within. You have my word, my lady. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you've heard the rash of murders perpetrated by Corey. The Sultan Sworn has launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we've been far more too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We'd be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. A lady asks, and a gentleman answers. Da 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 da. Damn. Cast all worries from your heart, my lady. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what was wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the Damascene dust as the talk of the palace. But you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assume that I am exactly who I claim to be. A shame that... Inspector Hildebrand, we're not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far, and in the head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they were all influential figures in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh ho! This will prove a most satisfying case of crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked on the head with a cudgel, gutted with a great sword, strangled with a sublegger? But mayhap? I'm afraid we've identified no pattern in any event. The murderous plots of 2 or more even as we speak. We must take action, and quickly. Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildebrand. Prince, please, take this Damascene dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single satchel, but I trust you will put it to good use. Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend? I like your gusto. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that the role has already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of his admirers. I shall henceforth name you Dudley, Theresa, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site in which the most recent victim has met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not too far from the 80 sins of Sazamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues that will not elude my gaze, friends. Let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious, my ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis's Damascene dust to good use. Well, where is that? Okay, it's... I guess it's right outside the gates. So, yeah. Western Dan. Dan a band. Dan a band. Alright, Hildebrand. Flowers. Yes, it's all becoming clear now. The phantom killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly mislaid his wares. Just who do you think you're doing? Hey. I'm the one who put the flowers there, eh? To honor the memory of me poor boy. You dare defy his memory, eh? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. I swear to you on my dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Hello, I do have a Wiggly. Hello, lazy boy forever. By the Wiggly. Yes, I do have Wigglies. I did post them in Morika's chat. There you go. Ahem. Just as I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run or he'll turn you into a zombie, just like my poor, poor boy. A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Or would you have not heard of the horrors of the Silda? Old sibling nation, which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed on both sides, but I speak of a far greater horror than death. An unholy drought brewed by Sildan alchemists, one of which power can turn the living to the undead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers the traitors spurn. They turned my poor boy to a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But you won't hear that from the Sultan sworn. That alone is why. But they whisked the body away before I could do so much as pay my last respects. The traitor's spurn. Heard of stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. But the last remnants of Sildan died centuries ago, you say? Oh, they did. He calls himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to you that he might be the honest-to-God's phantom? Eh? Heard tales from my great-grandma. I did. About the 4 relics of Belladia, and how they have the powers they hold. The powers to exact justice. Inspector Silda has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all! Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? Anyan. Hello, Supreme Gibra. My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you kept your nose to the history books and never must so breathe the accursed name of old Silda. But you did, and now we're doomed! Doomed! Okay, bye. Is it time to do a big thing? That bleeding horse sense here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. The most potent hair-totting of the realm has seen. Aye, that was it. For all the fortnight for my flowing locks fell out all over again. It was just like I was chatting up the lovely young lass at the quicksand. Just a twisted knife was an extra ilm. Mountbank? Charlatan! I'll find that so-called inspector in his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair out from the bleeding skulls. It's all becoming clear to me. Oh wait, that wasn't the Hildebrand voice. It's all becoming clear to me. The dear old woman's testimony has confirmed which I suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at rotting flesh, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Authentic thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of living and dead, or night on centuries since meeting the tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate the tortured soul, that he might abandon his vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. What is the true nature of the spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage his rancor. Let us begin to search the Thoughtman's Guild. Doubtless the tomes there will contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything that came out of your mouth, some knowledge on Silda might serve as well. Go research this as you will, and do take as much time as you need. You can count on me, Inspector Briarden. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned from the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. What? Oh yeah, it's over here. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. I went the wrong way when I was heading towards the residential district. I'm an idiot. It happens. Gods be good, you'd adventure to save me back at the ruins. Researching the ancient feud between Ul'dah and Silda, are you? Why, I'm pleased to say that I have much of passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still to the birth of the mother nation, Belladia. Fisher Astral Era was an age of untold wonders where arcane arts burgeoned and great civilization that commanded some powers flourished. The Age of Enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment, accumulated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake. The mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused catastrophe, but many forces to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of survivors that found their way to Thanalan, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries agone. Ah, imagine, a government of mages, by mages, for mages. What wonders would have been had Belladia's civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. Greetings, traveler. You learned of the war between Ul'dah and the fallen Sultanate of Silda? It would be my pleasure. The two city-states coexisted for several generations until bad blood between them boiled over, accumulating in an outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ul'dah emerged victorious, leaving the once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battle fought between the sister nations were stuff of nightmares. In desperate attempt to overcome Ul'dah's superior numbers, Zildan alchemists devised the most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the traitor's spurn, which they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. God, my nose is itchy tonight. Some of these theories have led to employ the potion over those who are living who are too weak or wounded to fight. It shivers up the spine just thinking about it, no? It's surely the crowning glory of our fair nation that the forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. I like how there's actual lore in the Hildebrand storyline. It's not just all fucking, other things. Theresa, don't surprise me like that. What's this? You're not here for your studies, but to learn the bad blood between Ul'dah and Silda? 2 scales, 1 gold and 1 silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Silda, weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the 2 nations differ greatly, yet greatly indeed. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by the Ul'dan prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Silda knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does that say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As for one example, you know the war against Silda, Ul'da, and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not. And neither did I, until I counted a faded passage in ancient texts buried deep in our archives. And yet, in the histories read by the populace, you see no mention of these most fascinating fact. Might it be that someone at some time deemed that particular truth less than convenient? But I said enough already. Okay, we still need one more person. Oh, the receptionist. Or next to the receptionist. You don't say. It's not every day that someone comes over Research Hall to Silda. As a fellow student of history, though, I'm more welcome this conversation. Beldian civilization flourished in relatively peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. Those two fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that they was rightful heir to the throne. When neither son willingly relinquished his claim, they agreed to split the kingdom into two, forming the twin nations of Ul'da and Silda. But not unlike two proud princes, the sibling nations develop a perchance for rivalry. Wow, we learned a lot of history that's buried in this weird story that's about funnies. You know, maybe I need to move my drink somewhere else so it would stop. I would stop like glitching like that. My ever-loving associate, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars in these halls? Indeed. As it happens, I've learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of succession divides the great civilizations of Belladia, giving rise to the sibling nations of Ul'da and Silda. Ul'da and Silda. Sildi? Two nations coexist for its generation until blood boils over, accumulating outright war. Daunted by Ul'da's superior military might, Silda employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe that I have it. The facts I have led me to one unassailable conclusion. A fat thief, a descendant of doomed Silda, who seeks vengeance against those who reduce his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peaceful into next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought. A brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of the grave yourself? Leaving aside the nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely our quarry shares some link with Silda. His garish garb is no doubt meant to invoke the silver scales of the fallen sultanate. This Silda connection would be likely to explain the rare knowledge of Belladian art relics in our clear possession. What does it matter to the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary? Few people in town spoke of a man cited calling upon the victims in his past days. Those who said he had a most frightening air about him. Wait, yes, it's coming to me, of course. My keen investigative senses rising out of the voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. You really must stop thinking so hard. You like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and why might we find him? My sources identify the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent the horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? That's West Ul'da, right? Or Western Thand, yep. Bum, bum, bum. Oh! Gotta get out of the way. Yes? If you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every single stranger who passes by. Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, a reportable mythful eye, never blinking, all seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with a few questions? Was it for love or money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me, a thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I got no time and patience in this mummery. Now, if you excuse me, an important client awaits. I thought I recognized that voice. Lady Durilda. Well met, indeed. Pray tell, what brings you to these environs this very evening? What? I live here, you half-hearted half-wit. Inspector Bryden, this is the unexpected pleasure. You have some business with my associate here, pray tell? Guguria, we discuss business after all. Pray lend the inspector here, the handsome one, whatever assistance he requires. But Lady Duralda, what about... Ah yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one priest from Estime's latest seasonal collection. You'll be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ul'dah myself? I'll say it once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. And that is the ability to laugh. I think. Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear from me, got it? I was looking at the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief got himself some of that zombie dust, the traitor Spurn was it, and his cards speak of 5 victims. It got me thinking, Silda, 5 victims, aye, the Arbiters of Truth. Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with that name. Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society after all. Influential personage of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about Ul'dah-Silda conflict from reaching the ears of the ilk of you and me. Yeah. Huh? Oh, is that thing where it's like he's looking to the side and it's like the little monkey? Because like I kind of understand that from how everything is set up. I could understand that. If I had like a desk in front of me instead of to the side of me, because right here where I'm kind of looking is like the desk and the monitor and everything, and like right here in front is like the television and entertainment set. Oh, maze gnomeling. Oh, wait, that's down the rabbit hole. That's about the Final Fantasy house. That isn't it. That's about like weird things. Let me see. Hopefully this won't autoplay. Oh. No. The lower one. Yeah, I kind of understand. I see what you mean. I just think about that monkey that kind of just like, you know, looks to the side. But it's also like, I don't have to move my head to look at chat. I can move my eyes to look at chat. So, yeah, it's going to look weird. If you would, on account of them being something of a secret society, after all, influential personage of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Sultanate from everything. Okay, yeah, I did that. False knowledge? Pray tell, what sort of knowledge might that be? Balls, don't make me say anymore. I got a family to feed. Very well, just tell us one last thing. Who hired you and where can you find him? Hob. His name's Hob. When he heard what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with the 5 best soul swords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes at the airship dock. That he had a private ship docked and waiting for him in Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. This man Ham must be on one of the careless targets. Doubtless he knows about the identity of the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the arbiters are so secretive they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't tell me how this all works, but Ham's got a high-ranking friends in the Brass Blaze. Once he heard the victims have all been zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew what he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Mandeville art of Parlay has procured us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this hobfeller and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. This man's life is in danger, even as we speak. Okay, bye. This way. We gotta return to Vesper Bay and to the Wakings of Sand. Oh no, it ain't the way. Pray return to Waking Sands. Well, I've already seen that thing. I already know about that thing. What is that? Which down the rabbit hole or whatever. The God of Furries Tales from the Internet. What? You know, as much as I'm okay with, like, Wang, I have not seen a single thing of his stuff. What? I really haven't watched a lot of his videos. Outside of that one thing about, the brown-nosed pup. Which I shouldn't speak of here. But... Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger. I hunger for your brains. Yeah, there's no saving the man. Tracy, do what you must. Okay, I don't even have to fight. I just do it off screen. Yes. My first-hand and knowledgeable of zombies tells me this particular shade of green is unmistakable that of the undead. It seemed that we were a few moments late to the scene. A message. And there was the one. Then there was one. Oh no! The dark person. There it is again. Is something the matter, Inspector? Indeed, Nasu. There is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. A sense that someone or something is watching us. The thief might be close at hand and we should be careful. For the moment, let us return to report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead to the final victim. Yeah, furry leading. Huh. I too my return to Miss Lyle. Let's meet up again. I'll see what new clues I have uncovered in the meantime. You do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with her. If you insist, Nasu, then I give you my leave. But pray be wary, not just for the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Miss Ellie, there is something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did the time the fiend took aim at my own life. Your life? The coast of the soul. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? I'll be careful, I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would like to share with me. A secret vow? Oh ho! Consider my interest piqued as well, good inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. This is back at the old Man, there's no sound in this tunnel. Of course, it's also like nighttime. A fourth victim? Thal have mercy. Were you able to gain other connections to the other victim? The Arbiter of the Truth? No, it can't be. Somebody help! Miss Ellie, the voice gave the director of the vault. We must help. Hurry. And the brown nose pops over. Yeah. Miss Ellie, are you hurt? That man, I only thought him to ask a few questions before I knew what happened. He was upon me. I could only... Bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Haha! Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Natsu not with you? She saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off to pursue before it could stop her. This man was wearing the armor of the Sultan's Sworn Squire. Yet his face is unfamiliar to me. This something is amiss. Huh! We caught a little thief. The thief of many faces. To think we found a man like this. Twice and again did the fear and elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious seduction and a lady's pugilistic persistence, I declare this case closed. Hello, TK. I returned this satchel to you, Miss Phyllis. Whilst the gesture was appreciated, in the end it proved superfluous to cracking of the case. Huh? Shit. Huh? While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value that we'd like to wantonly destroy? Huh? What? What is the meaning of this? Ingenious, a double disguise, planted by the thief to throw off his trail, no doubt. This is Gyugu, one of my most capable men. I assigned him to guard the vault and outfit him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It's inconceivable that the thief could have easily eluded his grasp. Unless the thief was not wearing a mask? Speaking of which, has anyone seen Miss Ellie? No, that's impossible. Of course, it all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thieves to thank for her burgeoning readership and rise to the ranks of the Mythical Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she has to plan to... My lady, the vault has been breached. The wise men whisper, it's gone. For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare the Ellie of the Mythical Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody. And now the game is truly afoot. Huh? Greg? Oh, what is the meaning of all this racket and rumpus? And just as we are about to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu? Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie! The shadow you said you saw? I think it was just a dormouse. Oh no! To think he literally stumbled face first into a second mask. His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry. Yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has a trick or two up his sleeve. Yeah, but leave the body there. Things are getting interesting! My ever-lovely associate, we must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Surely if confronted by a constant companion, she could be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you've already departed in the company of your men. But for all for the better, shall we conduct the search together? I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiter's Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than... Hildebrand Mender! Me. Mind you, it's not a role I sought to my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known to the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating the position for the committee had opened and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, preventing the spread of historical lies that will sully the name of an illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's sworn, I was deemed to be a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew there was other members in the organization, but I was told nothing of their names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were all victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm, until such time the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there are no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting the lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here! Ah, there you are, Nasu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie says she saw someone in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it really was a cute dormouse, you see. So it just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nasu. Yes, my inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us, Theresa. Let us split up and canvass our surroundings. Water-stained letter. Water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. Why is there a bag? This will avail you as well. Use it wisely. You obtain a satchel of demasking dust, and the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Pocket sand. Oh, it's Godbert. Ho ho ho! If isn't my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Theresa. I was there in the area in a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Mayhap it's the same for you? I gotta take a step back from Godbert. Oh ho! So your pursuit of a thief many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn. And now you've come upon a series of anonymous letters? No, this is Godbert Mandeville. He runs the Chuck E. Cheese. I mean the Golden Saucer. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend. Oh, but is this another trap laid by the fiend? Yet the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil.
Yes?
Yes, he wears suspiciously tight shorts. That's fine. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere, or anyone. Myself excluded, of course. No mere mask can replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy will be a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist you in your investigation. Were there anything to happen to Hildebrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. Yeah, Sanders is your Sigma Mount. Look, he's actually one of the top people on like the Sultanate, like the Syndicate, which is basically the people who run the government of Ul'dah. If the Cinder speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. And yet, we have but a single satchel of the masking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond a reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Theresa. Let's say a few words to each of them and see his autumn miss. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I shall sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie is a phantom thief, is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. Inspector Bryden told me all about it. Who would have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such risk if he was not utterly confident he could pull off the ruse. Curses, this was not half the sun is. We must elude him quickly. Time is of the essence. I questioned the Sultan's throne outside. To a man, they insisted have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Where could she have gone? Oh, Father! What brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend is already stands among us. Inspector Bryden, I should hope you're not doubting me. While I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator will struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone who spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proved to be highly effective at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I say this occasion calls for a douse or two of powder Theresa has found earlier. There wouldn't have to be another satchel or two lying about, would there? Well, remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not, they should be reporting back within a moment's time. Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into a reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that there's more time we can afford. Miss Phyllis, fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that, given the chance, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Ellie has only passed an interaction with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. That leaves myself, Nashu, and Theresa here. Nashu and I, particularly, have been close in an extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Really rising as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for this overstuffed balloon to start talking sense. If he asks me anything to obscure my cover as good as blown. My relationship with Nasu is so close, I dare say at times, that we share a mind. If this Nasu is truly my Everlorious sister, I shall have no trouble completing my thoughts. I am a Manderville. Man. Doing what only a Manderville can? From the peaks of Porthos to Thanalin. Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector. A perfect score. You may rest easy, my dear friends. This unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nasu. If I've never loved you more than now, you marvelously mutton-head, you. Nasu, is something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eye, there's no need to avert this charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty, cretinous old... Genius Inspector? The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Yeah, I know. Miss Ellie, you look somehow different? Urian woman. Who's this unfamiliar woman? What secrets does she hold? Seven hells. Done in by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of murmurs. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Bryden. Once again, you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood. My beloved sister and my immediately capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Ceci. Charmed, I'm sure. I'll have 5 IQ. You're quite all right. Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you, the alien and I are no specters. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildan aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled? You find 2 sisters behind the mask? Trying to use your brains for once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that the 4th time stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics was me. Meanwhile, Ellie had it hid in plain sight, supplying me with just knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers. All while spinning the half-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of the nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to capture me, we could never have risen to the heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from the gentleman to a lady, I will ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with your schemes? Just this. 400 years ago, Uldad dogs would reduce our nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards would still justify these foul deeds and suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say it was Silda who turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie! And you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Uldad that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, wielded as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his legs fell and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is a truth of the histories don't tell. The truth that the doe-eyed Sultan's rune would keep buried under the sands of Thanalan. But by your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in this rotten nation will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots lap up the stories. A masked crusader for justice. A dashing rebel waging war against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. The last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of power from the Ul'dan vault, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault might be opened by assembling 4 secret relics from Beladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sildia, before the Ul'dan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were where you were when zombie powder rained down on Ul'dan. No, wait, y'all be dead! Preposterous. But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland, lest your flesh rot like all of you rotten lies. I think not, Miss Ceci. Oh! Yo, Hildebrand just took it. Now he's zombie again. Hildebrand! You idiot! Just for once could you not get in the way? Godbert Mandeville! I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for one day! I knew it! The president watching all of us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife! Bonk. This is the lady that Ultros was hitting on last week. Am I to understand that you are Hildebrand's mother? Nani? Hey, Sean, it's going well. Oh, so, the HP bar is actually for me. If you throw stuff, eventually it does enough damage. Ah, this is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Theresa. The time for our final confrontation is nigh. Do you have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse if you haven't bloody noticed. You, Theresa or something, wasn't it? Hildy told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. My dear boy's always had been a rebellious streak. What can I say? I come on a bit too strong at times. But can't you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband here. And look what it got me. You helped me out. Won't you worry? I don't think that did much. I think the bar might be broken a little bit. If you have enough points to do the OHKO, the one-hit KO, then it should degenerate. I still need to set up the I think I fucked up with, like, how much damage it does. Hold on. Maybe I can set that up. Y'all are going to see something weird on the screen for a second as I set this up. Oops. Oh. Yeah, for some reason, throw went back to, random. Hold on. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, item count. Yeah, the damage went to 0 for some. I wanted to do it. That should help. Let's see if the bar goes down now. A second. Where's throw? Didn't work. Huh. Thought it did damage. That doesn't do damage at all, Lala. No. I think dropped in. I had this at 20. Oh, maybe. Oh, I have to click the OK button. That's what it. Oops, I'm an idiot. That could be half my problem. I didn't hit the OK button. So if I do this. Yeah, it does a little bit. I guess. Dude, put it down over here. There we go. All that. Please ignore all the stuff. It would mean that if you throw 20 things at me, eventually. I hit the wrong button as well. You will eventually kill me for a minute. Or you can save out 10,000 and do one KO. Which, let's see. 300 times 20 is 6,000. It actually takes less if you do that, huh? Maybe I need to balance it better. We'll see. It might just be, I might have to reduce that down to 5,000. Maybe I should do that right now. Everything in the world I'm not doing. I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. I didn't fully put where is it? Let's see, I'm gonna modify it in a second. AKO. Yeah, let's put it down to 5,000 for now. That way it makes sense. That way it makes sense. Hopefully, yeah, that should be fine. Ah, but you can't blame me. The time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry algorithm here. Look what it got me. You'll help me out, won't you? Yes. Thank you, do. Dip. Anyway, since I do. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and look at him. He's green. What's wrong with being green? Jesus Christ, lady. Fortunately, there's some time to reverse the zombie curse. I know just the remedy. A phial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. A tad of oversoul's rags and a phial of twice distilled water. Steer your cigar to the market stocks of the former. The latter you can procure from a trader named Old Guest. Now hurry. Once the poison spread throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I'll search for the bumbler's bumbling assistant. If any luck, Miss Nasu is still alive. Ouch! That's smart! Yeet! Gads, Hildy! You're looking none too hearty yourself. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Theresa here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to the wall? But of course, my lady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Singot's sundries, wasn't it? Come on now, Theresa. There's work to be done. Are you a paladin this time? Yeah, I'm a paladin. Oversoul rags from Saigots. Where is that? Hold on. Oh, it's at the, that place. Sapphire Avenue. Oh, it's this guy again. Like, I remember I recognize the name. Oversoul rags, you say? I fear that the only single tattered left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But, my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly my own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, Flynn, but the man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. And you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look at what you have here, if it isn't a warrior of light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. Oh, it's the thing. The sister. As it happens, I returned from my training and slaying 10 chimeras has happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membranes you seek, you're more than welcome to have a share. Cool. Thanks for... My lady, you are far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hasn't been for you, Inspector Hildebrand and Theresa here, I'd still be tag teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I am a woman who pays her debts. Harbinger? Oh, yeah, I've played the Reaper class. That melee class is fun. Thal, take me if you were an Avala the Tempest. Ever since she confessed her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I have half a mind to give you the rags for simply having the privilege of meeting her. Kind sentiment, my good man. But there is more to be happy to uphold our side of... Oh, God. I'm not able to make the ready list. Let me take a swig of drink. Uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we? Theresa, and with this, our task here is done. Now let us find this traitor named Guess. Hustings. Oh. It's near the, Yeah, we'll do it here, I guess. Go here, and then here. The blundering Mandeville boy is on his lax slave. You need something in mind to help save him, you say? Huh. Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandevilles are richer than the traders themselves. Yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last skill for every purchase. If the family line ended today, I'd be happier and wealthier, man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shard of honor and compassion in this spindly body? Business rivals or no, the man is on death's doorstep. Ew. After the events of that day, my father will not be easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me, no, for my love for you is as deep as the seven seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Oh, it's those two again. Theresa! Oh, what a lovely surprise! Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector! Well, if isn't a lapis made it in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening of fop and scuffy adventurers, and share a dance with the cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it'll be a pleasure and honor for both, me lord. Provided you provide my good friend Theresa here with bottles of twice distilled water that she seeks. You know this woman? But if that's the price you said, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth any weight in guild anyways. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Arbella? You know, there we go. Yeah, give me the water.
I knew Hildy had to be a worthy rival, but to think he was this beloved so by some many. Clearly, this realm is so deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Theresa, let us deliver these goods while there's still time to save him.
Why can't I do the gravelly voice again? Wanted my gravelly voice for Hildebrand, but then my voice decided no. No, you don't get gravel. I trust the two of you wouldn't dare come back empty-handed. Bloody brilliant, I take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. Oh, you bloody bugger, guide my skillet. Aye, that should be stop his spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush out what's left of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fighting left in him. Look what I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did, Theresa. Word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sylvan ruins. We might go there with all haste. You done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What's in the seventh hell are you standing around for? The future of Ul'dah is at stake.
Theresa, my strength is yours as well. For Ul'dah, and for our friend Hildy.
You remind me of my husband. What with you having more muscle than sense? If you're so keen to make yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some firing crystals? Give my dear boy Worm the key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe 20 crates should suffice.
I'm a warrior, not an heir. Yes, my lady.
I like how every week my voice for Hildebrand has changed. Because I still can't do the voice I did in 5.
I say, Enkidu, the burden we bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Theresa. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Theresa and Hildy both. Oh, blessed to be such a veritable league of friends and tied and true. Well, alas not. No, only one true friend I ever known, and she is long lost to me. You're a fine bird, and given me comfort in my travels, but you'll never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Theresa could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu!
Hey, you know how to summon a primal?
Ye gods! What was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me and... What? The crystals! Where have they gone?
Fancy meeting you here, old friend.
That voice! Could it be? My faithful companion! Why must you always make me wait so?
Come on. I like how today, because everybody's playing Elden Ring, it was like an instant login. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moose-sick mad maid digging around the Sylvan excavation site with her mindset on turning Ul'dah into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't worry, my mommy dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the butt get that easily. I'm gonna move that. Street. An hour and 19. Like, wait, what time did I go live? Did I legitimately go live, like, closer to 10 than I did 9? No. Wait. I'm getting confused because I'm like, wait, when did I go live? 9:30? Was it around 9:30-ish? Did I really wait that long? I'm an idiot. Huh. I don't know what made me go, oh yeah, today's a regular day. I was like wondering with everything, I'm like, huh. Not that it matters, I'm going to be doing just this Hildebrand quest for this, and then after this, I will switch to Pokemon and finish that off. Yeah, I mean, I went longer than I should. I should have. I don't know what caused me to do that. Maybe my brain just went Thursday. Huh. Oh well. We managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, and where your friends watch over her as you speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to do much to answer. Needless to say, we're considered physically incapacitating her. But that crazy sitting on top of a makeshift chair is filled to the brim with traitor spurn. One misstep in the consequences could be dire indeed. Your only hope, Theresa. Even in single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must count for something. You need not put yourself in danger. I only ask that you step forth where your voice might be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Theresa. Surely anyone who considers a woman to abandon her madness is you. Fucking say mode. Okay. Say mode. At least this is just one. Wait. Did I misspell her name? Has I've been misspelling her name. I can't see. Oh god. Hold on. Configurations. Place it. Okay, here's what we're going to end up doing. E-L-L-I-E. Right? Wait, let me put it higher. Wait, no. Yes, start off changes. Wait, shit. Wait, I'm an idiot. I'm being an idiot right this second. Okay. Yeah, this is. I'm put it down. Wait. Oh, fucking! I hate you. I hate you, video game. It's not that. It's not that. It's. I fucking hate same old stuff. I forgot the exclamation point. Legitimately, they want you to put out the exclamation point. Theresa, I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bet you no grudge, but should you do much as think of interfering, I will not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you, after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cersei is already in custody. Surrender now and I'll see to it that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one be born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cersei and I saw no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, only a quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago we made a vow, should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, even over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have had once to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down and suffer the same fate as Uldon dogs you would defend. Ellie, stop this madness! I'm so sorry, Spectre. Zombies! Out the woodworks. I'm excited for... Oh, God! There's too many of them. Well.
All in a day's work for a mandible man. Now stand back!
What if Omni Slash, but with Hammer? Oh! Because that requires animation. That requires knowing the class that you are and actually making the animations for it. You only delay the inevitable. I have a legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildebrand's ridiculous good fortune that you've even made it this far, and he's good as 6 fumes under.
Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hilly, and you do so at your own peril.
I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. I feel the good Inspector's luck has finally run out.
Balls, is there no end to them? It's like our chances. Great, was it?
It's a shame to lose you, Theresa. Warrior light that you are, you might have served our one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions! When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shut the sin in the righteous glare. Look at me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose! No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light! Just so, my good man. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? I can't do that. I wish I could. We meet again, girl. Tell me, you've got my snubble tonic, or I'll fashion you myself awake from your lovely locks after ripped them clean for your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Elazar. Boy, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible! The holy waters couldn't have cured him! It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent some quite time building up an immunity to zombie powder. Whenever I heard that Master Zombie Brand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to... I'm just gonna pretend that it makes any sense. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Bryden, you said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone with whom I never intend to depart. I care not if it takes years or even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I'll be there. What do you say? And it's so stupid. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Well. All well that ends well. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspirations cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nations of Luldal were built on a lie. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. I will not be easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to fore. Hey, I did it! I solved the mystery, and I also rewrote history. DuckTales, woohoo! Okay, everything's done. Can we have our fight?
Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me! If you're quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Thrace's presence for the matter of our far greater importance. Aye, the time for our long-delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? Ah, but mayhap this will have you sing a happier tune.
Go on. Could it be? The Treaty Blade! The true one at that!
None other. And I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who will defeat me in single combat. I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time.
Is that my cue, old friend? Oh, be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of Boytson?
Abomination! I think you address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, 'tis both the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals with poor Hildy's mother, and thinking about how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu was here. And then came a flash from the heavens, and next thing I knew, there she was!
By the gods, it makes perfect sense.
Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, and summoning his fortress friend, nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu. And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. Theresa, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove to be an easy task. And yet, I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. Enkidu and I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. There's away from here, but what better venue for a climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu! To the skies! Boop, boop, boop. 2 against 1? That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Theresa, to Amdapor. This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. Must send one to the Scions at once. No, I'll take care of it easily. Oh, but of course, I hadn't even forgotten that we had a warrior lying in our very midst. Please, Theresa, your only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. What level am I? I'm 90, so we're doing this all for my main. So of course I'm just going to solo it. Which was really funny when I was doing it to Greg the other day, and it was just like, or Ultros, because it's just like, it becomes really simplistic. I'm pretty sure I can solo this. I just know I cannot do the 71. Is that you, Theresa? Pray forgive me. I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will claim the treaty blade from that knave, Theresa. Yes, just go on ahead. I'll be alone directly. Battle in the Big Key. How many realms has he traversed, and how many rivals has he failed? Gilgamesh journeys ever onward in his unending quest for the strongest weapons. But the road is long and lonesome, and a painted roadster, loyal and noble as the bird may be, can bring a man only so much comfort in the darkest and most trying of times. So it was that Gilgamesh turned to the heavens, pleading to be reunited with the long-lost companion. Be it fortune or fate, his prayers were heard, and the stage for the final confrontation is set. To the victor goes the treaty blade. I did set everything so it will play the cutscene, right? Because otherwise I'll have to... Yeah. At long last, we meet on the battlefield. I dare say Enkidu shall come to enjoy our tussles as much as I. You, however, might not find this one enjoyable, unless you enjoy getting pounded senseless. Ha! To my side, Enkidu. The battle is joined. Ow, it hurts! Enkidu, you matching me sucker! Oh yeah, now he turns me into a rooster. What? That did a lot of damage.
How dare you turn me into a chicken again? It doesn't matter, Enkidu.
Fight on Enkidu, my ever faithful. Enkidu, are the bonds of our friendship so fragile?
Now it's time for real fight.
Me? Run away? Ha! I was mistaken out the most suitable place for our husband. But that's exposition. Now we fight like men and ladies who dress like men. For Gilgamesh, it's transmogrifying time. The mightiest warrior ever to grace Eorzea stands before you, by which I mean I, Gilgamesh. Prepare yourself. You'll get no quarter from me this time. Have at thee! You have some skill, I'll give you that, but Gilgamesh has only begun to fight.
I like this stupid fight. Granted, with just showing, like, I'm just soloing. Because I didn't want to try to queue up. Let me see if he can pop out those dragon heads. Fuck it.
To think that my full complement of arms will avail me not. No more hijinks for Gilgamesh. You have my word. The Treaty Blade too I shall return, just as soon as I remember where I hid it. Anyway, I yield to you on parallel persistence.
I couldn't read that. Yeah, all the work is finished. Yeah, it is, because it's like the Epic of Gilgamesh. And I already have it, so, but like, the treasure coffer is legitimately an Enkidu. Which, as soon as I get out of here, I'll show you. It's the chicken. They give you the chicken. There he is. Bark, bark, bark.
Not! Ah! I lied! Again! Like a rug! Oh no. You can take that frusty old blade for all I care. I thirst for true power, and not save the strongest of swords will suffice. Warrior of Light, you have proven a worthy opponent, but I warn you, treasure every moment with your weapon. For as surely as the day follows night, the hour will come when I claim it as my own. Till we meet again.
What ho, Parisa? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together.
The battle has already been won? This is triumphant news. Indeed, clearly, the lessons you learned from me have been for naught. And what do you say? The Crete Blade is hidden somewhere in the nearby wood? Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Spectre extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again? It was raining a moment ago. Wait, all of you came? Teresa, what news of the Primal and the Treaty Blade? They're trying to find the Treaty Blade, but the Primal's friend. Remarkable. I knew the Warrior Light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that the Inspector Hildebrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade. Such design, such craftsmanship, at once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I found the inspiration for my next masterpiece. I can't talk. Of course they're beautiful. They were the greatest treasure of Lost Silda. To think they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroy our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud. And just how do you come across these long-lost relics? There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by a dear grandmother. It spoke of 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incarnation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, so the legend goes. Wouldn't I give to see it? The ultimate achievement of the greatest mages the realm has ever known. And what sort of incantation is this? The rains cast open the doors of justice. The wise man whispers a verdict true. Izium's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior light would have hold forth the treaty blade and speak, "Blade in hand, I swear unto you." The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens. Over here, friends! Over here, friends! Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Spectre extraordinaire, returns from utmost triumphant. Aha! Look at me! I have a sword! I'm running with it. Aha! Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade, and the real one this time, I swear unto you. Yes, just like that, I swear unto you, then... My word! What is this odd tingling sensation? Ridiculous! Hildebrand isn't a warrior of light! He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands! It would seem that the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us. No, that light! Someone stop it! I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon! There he goes! Skyward ho! Well, I dare say this proved to be a most useful incantation indeed. And so, the light of justice as shown from the treaty blade banished the shadow, returning peace to the land. Though the legend ended, I must say I never expected to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it would have been much better use to us after all. Inspector! Oh, Inspector, wait for me! Those balls hit it. You almost died at your poor mother's feet, and now you're flying off to God knows where without giving it a goodbye kiss. Kiss goodbye. Oh ho ho, it appears that a case of Wonderlust had once again struck Hildebrand, as it may have many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes to you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art.
So in the end, the sealed and incantation of warrior legend was wielded not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light. Well, the treaty blade is some 6th century old after all. Perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. The magic brought peace and happiness to the people of Beldia. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. To think and receive with my own eyes is nothing short of a dream come true. He bumbles and stumbles yet through yet another case. And still he managed to make a girl's dream come true. A gentleman to the end. The bloody bastard. What's this? A giant in the corner of a glint in the corner of my eye. A curious scent waiting in on the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends. Wherever the wrong wrought with succor, I, Hildebrand, shall be there. Till we meet again. Remember all the characters that we saw? Hildebrand will return? Question mark? Doink! And there it is, one of the greatest quest lines in Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. I'm gonna take a short break. Shh! That's a spoiler. That's spoiler. I'm going to delete the message, so no spoiler. Shh. Nobody read that. It was behind me. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna do the second one or even start the second one, because we only have the 2 more. And odds are we'll be done with this by the time the next Hildebrand comes out, because that's not even with 6.1. It's actually with 6.15. So we'll get started with the Heavensward one, which was kind of done. The Heavensward one is kind of weird because it's definitely something that they weren't even considering, but people were like, "Hey, we should do more Hildebrand." It's like, where's the Hildebrand quest? And it was kind of thrown together. The one in Stormblood isn't as much. So, but we'll get to that. I'm going to take a small break. I gotta go pee and refill my drink, and then we're gonna do Pokemon. Alright? BRB.